I guess we'll go... Whoa, what the f was that?
Now they're so low, it makes me think that these rocks right here that we're on, I don't know, maybe they fell from overhead later?
Check it out, there's dynamite up here. Sitting in a glass jar.
This eerie picture was posted by a Reddit user who went hiking deep into the forest. Everything seemed calm and peaceful, nothing unusual around her. She snapped a few pictures and continued her hike, unaware of what she had just captured. But later, when she got home and started scrolling through her photos, she noticed something chilling. A dark, shadowy figure standing in the background. It didn't look human, yet it didn't look like an animal either. Just standing there, watching. What do you think that black figure was? Could it be a creature lurking in the woods, or something supernatural that only revealed itself through the camera? If you found something like this in one of your photos, would you go back to the same spot, or delete the picture and pretend you never saw it? The line between reality and nightmare blurs right here. This chilling encounter was shared by Angbona TV, a YouTuber known for his fearless night hikes and solo camping adventures. But this time things took a darker turn. While hiking alone deep in the forest, he suddenly felt something. Movement. The air grew heavier, the silence thicker. He turned around, expecting to see an animal, but there was nothing. Just the rustle of leaves and the uneasy feeling that something unseen was circling him.
Possible maybe it actually went up that way? I don't even know. I guess we'll go... Whoa, what the f was that? Okay, something big just like moved or made a thud or something behind me. What the hell? What was that? It kind of sounded like a rock. But how? Unless it was... Okay, that was weird. I'm still not, like, seeing anything. Is there something up there in the trees? You guys let me know if you see anything that I don't notice. That was weird. It sounded legit like a giant thud behind me. Okay, I swear I just heard that growl noise again from up there. I don't see anything though. Okay, we gotta go up there. I think that's where the road goes, so if we go back, it'll go further up that way. Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting tonight. We are back on the road. Yeah, the road does definitely turn up.
The longer he stayed, the stronger that presence felt, like the forest itself was warning him to leave. What do you think was out there watching him? A spirit? A creature? Or something even stranger? If you were alone in the woods at night and felt like unseen eyes were following you, would you keep going, or turn back before it's too late? What you're about to witness might haunt you long after this ends. Before we go any further, I'd like to ask you for a quick favour. If you're enjoying the video so far, please give it a like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the perfect time. We're getting closer to 20,000 subscribers, and once we hit that milestone, a few lucky subscribers will receive a special surprise. Now let's go back to the video. This eerie photo was shared on Reddit by a user who claimed his grandfather took it years ago while hiking deep in the woods. The old man kept it hidden for a long time, afraid people would think he was crazy or faking it. But after rediscovering the picture, his grandson decided to post it online, hoping someone could finally explain what his grandpa captured that day. In the photo, you can clearly see a dark, towering figure, its shape unlike anything familiar. Not quite human, not quite animal, just standing there, motionless in the forest. So what do you think this could be? A person in a costume? Some unknown creature that shouldn't exist? Or something far beyond our understanding? If you found this on your camera, would you tell the world, or keep it a secret like he did? Every second pulls us deeper into something truly sinister. This video was shared by Outer Range, a YouTuber known for exploring mysterious mountains and uncovering hidden truths buried in time. But during one of his hikes, he stumbled upon something truly strange. Symbols and carvings etched deep into the mountain walls. Some looked ancient, almost sacred, while others seemed more like warnings. The markings didn't appear random. They felt deliberate, as if someone long ago wanted to send a message to anyone who dared to enter.
Well, guys, this didn't take long to find something. What do we have here? Quite interesting that all this is vertical, isn't it? I mean, it just looks like all these sharpening grooves, and again, that's what we call them, sharpening grooves. There's some sort of date someone's carved into that, but huh, does that kind of look like a horse right there? You got to remember, this area is inhabited by the ancients for sure. We're up here in ancient territory, but you know, in this particular area, the Utes came along after the fact. So whenever you see a horse carved in or something like that, perhaps it's 200 years old, 300, 400 possibly, but you know, the Spanish brought the horses. So I don't know that it's been documented that anywhere that the ancient carvings showed any horses of any kind, but this is a fascinating rock, just covered. Now they're so low, it makes me think that these rocks right here that we're on, I don't know, maybe they fell from overhead later and created a pile of rubble here that maybe, who knows, maybe there's a structure underneath all of this. Look at this, there's more. Very faint, but the camera actually picks them up better than my eyes out here. Come back. If you look closely, you can see some really old work in there. You can see a hand. A lot of modern graffiti, I will call it, but tucked in there, these amazing pieces. I like to call these the original waypoints. There's several right here.
But what could these signs be saying? Are they warnings to stay away from something dangerous that lies ahead? Or are they remnants of an ancient civilization trying to tell their story before it was lost to history? If you were the one who discovered these mysterious carvings in the mountain, would you keep exploring to uncover their meaning, or turn back before finding out something you're not meant to know? From whispers to screams, this is the moment you'll never forget. This terrifying video was shared by a YouTuber who decided to spend a peaceful night camping in the woods, but what happened next turned into a heart-stopping encounter. she sat down to enjoy her meal, she suddenly noticed movement behind her. And when she turned around, a massive bear was standing just a few feet away, staring straight at her. Panicking, she tried to scare it off, but the bear didn't budge. It just stood there, watching her every move, almost as if deciding what to do next. Now imagine being in her place, alone in the forest, no one around to help, and a hungry bear right behind you. Would you drop your food and slowly back away? Or would you try to protect what's yours and risk standing your ground? What would you do if this happened to you in the middle of the wild? Fear lingers in the silence, waiting for its moment. We came across this terrifying story from a Reddit user, and it still gives me chills every time I think about it. He said he was camping near the edge of town, right beside miles of untouched forest. Late one night, around 2:37 AM, his trail camera went off. Normally it'd be raccoons or squirrels, but this time, the figure on the screen wasn't crawling. It was standing, tall, pale, motionless. Then it tilted its head and looked straight into the camera. Curious and foolishly brave, he grabbed a flashlight and went out to check. The woods was silent, but then he heard it. Slow, heavy breathing. When he turned, he saw it. A pale, man-shaped figure staring right at him, holding an axe. He ran for his life. The next morning, the camera footage was corrupted except for one frame, the figure leaning into the lens. Now, imagine it. What would you have done if that were you? The deeper we go, the more terrifying it becomes. This video was posted by Action Adventure Clips on YouTube, and it'll make you question just how far you'd go for exploration. While hiking deep in the mountains, they stumbled upon something strange, a hidden cave tucked beneath a massive rock. Curiosity took over, and they decided to go inside. The deeper they went, the darker and narrower it became, the walls closing in, the air getting colder. Every sound echoed like something was moving just beyond the light.
Whoa, dude, there's like a jack holding up the ceiling.
A jack?
Yeah, they got a ceiling jack holding it up. There's also some bats. This is insane. Dude, it's buckling under the weight. Oh.
Alright, don't touch the ceiling.
Oh, it's getting wider.
Yeah.
See a wooden rail? Weird. No metal track. See that?
What we got going on, Dave?
Oh, just looking at an area that was work. Lots of bedrock exposed here. All up in here, we have pockets of placer.
Check it out, there's dynamite up here. Sitting in a glass jar.
Let's not touch that. Oh, there could be blasting caps on the ground. We gotta be careful where we step.
Okay.
That, dude. Huh?
Dude. The wind is whipping through here. I know. Feels great.
It's like a network of flooded tunnels.
They had no idea where the cave would lead, but they kept going. Would you dare to crawl into an underground cave not knowing what's waiting inside? What if they weren't alone in there? What if something ancient was watching from the dark? After a long, tense journey, they finally found another exit. But what if there hadn't been one? Would anyone have ever found them again? The fear doesn't stop here. It only grows. This TikTok user shared one of the most terrifying experiences you could imagine. While hiking deep in the woods, far away from any trail or sign of civilization, everything was quiet at first, until she stumbled upon something unbelievable. Out there, in the middle of nowhere, she saw a group of people dancing. But it wasn't the kind of dancing you'd expect from campers having fun around a fire. No music, no laughter, just slow, eerie movements under the trees. She froze, realizing something felt off. Who were these people? And why would anyone come this deep into the forest just to dance in silence? Was it some kind of ritual? Or something far darker? If you were in her shoes, would you stay hidden and watch, or run before they noticed you? What comes next might be the most chilling part of all. This video was posted by Sansan, a YouTuber known for his bold, rainy camping adventures. On this trip, he thought it would just be a drizzle, peaceful rain, calm vibes, the sound of droplets hitting his tent. But nature had other plans. Within hours, the rain turned into a relentless downpour. The entire campsite was soaked, the ground flooded, his gear drenched, and his once cozy tent became a cold, uncomfortable mess. What was supposed to be a relaxing escape quickly turned into a miserable, sleepless night in the middle of the forest. Would you dare to camp under weather like that? Or would you pack up and leave before the storm got worse? And do you think he should have stayed to brave the experience? Or was it a mistake from the start? This video was posted by a TikTok user, and at first everything looked perfect. A group of friends was out in the forest, enjoying a peaceful picnic, laughing, eating and soaking up nature. But then, things took a terrifying turn.
Excuse me! Daddy! Hello! Guys!
Out of nowhere, a massive bear appeared, walking straight toward their picnic spot. Some people noticed early and ran for their lives, while others didn't even realize what was happening until the bear was right there. Luckily, this bear didn't come to attack, it just seemed curious, calmly sniffing around before wandering off. But imagine, what if it wasn't peaceful? What would you do if a bear showed up at your picnic? Run, stay still, or try to scare it away? And would you ever go back to that same forest again after something like this? This video was posted by Josh the Intern, a YouTuber known for his thrilling adventures off the beaten path, from hiking and wild camping to uncovering hidden gems tucked deep in nature's most remote corners. While exploring Google Earth, he stumbled upon something truly bizarre, a massive, strange structure perched high on a mountain in the middle of absolutely nowhere. Curiosity took over, and he decided to hike there himself. After hours of exhausting climbing through rugged terrain, he finally reached the spot, and what he found will leave you speechless.
I'm on a flat. I think I've hit the ridge. And I must be almost there. Whoa, check this out. It's actually a house up here. This is not what I saw on Google Earth. This is some sort of concrete structure. I think it's holding water. How do you even build this up here? Let's check out this house. I'd be very surprised if anyone is living up here. Hello? Some bottles. People have definitely been here. There's writing on the wall. I wonder if it's a shelter, you know, the equivalent of a bothy in the UK, which is basically a mountain shelter. But, this is not the structure I saw. It's a total different colour.
First, he discovered an abandoned house, eerily quiet, sitting close to the mysterious mountain structure, far from any sign of civilization. But what came next was even stranger. As he drew closer, he realized the structure resembled a temple. He went inside, and sure enough, it was a temple.
Let's keep going. Oh, something there. Something right there. A big white dome. What is this? Oh my goodness. Wow. Look at this. This doesn't look military at all. I think my theory is way off. Look at the views that it faces either side. Oh my goodness. It looks like this has been built into the side. Maybe a water gatherer, although I would not want to drink that water. Look here, you got a random fenced off bit. What? Look at this. Oh my goodness. Looks like a massive foot carving and people have put money into it. That is really, really cool. I can't believe that. What a place for a foot. Obviously it's sacred or something because they don't want people stepping on it. I think this looks like a temple. Just from the top spiral bit, it looks like maybe Buddhist. But let's go for a closer look and see. This is super epic. This is the structure I found on Google Earth.
But here's the chilling part. Why would anyone build a temple this deep in isolation? Who was it for? And could it still be used for something today? Would you dare journey to a temple in the middle of nowhere? What you're about to witness might haunt you long after this ends. While hiking through the mountain woods, this TikTok user witnessed something absolutely terrifying. Something he never expected to see out there. A bear slowly climbing down from a tree just a few feet away. All alone in the wilderness, he pulled out his phone to record, maybe thinking, if anything happens, at least there's proof. But imagine that moment, your heart pounding, the sound of heavy paws hitting the ground, and realizing you have nowhere to run. What would you do if you were in his place? Freeze, run, or try to scare it off? Because when you're face to face with a wild bear in the middle of nowhere, every move could be your last. From whispers to screams, this is the moment you'll never forget. This video was posted by San, a YouTuber known for camping during heavy rain, embracing the calm, the chaos, and the beauty that comes with nature's wildest weather. He went out for what was supposed to be a peaceful camping trip, but things took a terrifying turn the moment he arrived. As soon as he reached his campsite, the sky darkened and a heavy storm rolled in. The rain poured relentlessly, drenching everything in sight, alone in the middle of nowhere. What was meant to be calm and relaxing quickly turned into a night of fear and uncertainty. Can you imagine being trapped in the wilderness with no sign of the storm stopping? Would you pack up and run for safety or stay and face the fury of nature, hoping it ends soon? Sometimes the most peaceful places can become the most terrifying. What would you do if the rain just kept falling and falling? The deeper we go, the more terrifying it becomes. While hiking deep in the forest, he stumbled upon something incredibly strange. A single branch, its leaves, waving on their own, as if trying to get his attention.
On this fucking tree. It's not windy. It's doing it over here too. Bro. Hold up. There's nothing, dude. I mean, there's a little wind, but I mean, look at the rest of the tree. That's like a normal leaf blowing, right? Oh, those are kind of doing it too. Look at these. What is happening here? I mean, this may be lack of proper knowledge. Something. That is the craziest thing I've ever seen.
There was no wind, no breeze, and the rest of the trees stood completely still. It was like the forest itself was alive, whispering or signaling something he couldn't understand. Was it a spirit, a warning, or something else entirely? What do you think was making those leaves move? Could it be something supernatural, or just a coincidence too creepy to ignore? And if you were there, watching a tree wave at you in a silent forest, would you wave back, or run? The line between reality and nightmare blurs right here. This video was posted by State Treasures, a YouTuber known for diving deep into mountain ruins to uncover hidden structures, forgotten chambers, and traces of ancient mysteries buried within the earth. While hiking through the Eerie mountain ruins, he stumbled upon something truly mysterious. A sealed room built deep beneath the ruins, its door covered in dust and time itself. It looked like it hadn't been opened for decades. Curiosity got the better of him.
Oh my gosh, look at this one. The door is still on it. Holy cow. Rarely do you ever see that. Oh wow. Look at that. Wow. That is just amazing. Look at the rock work. Look at the little, it's almost like it's decorative. I mean, I see that in the mortar, but never in such a consistent, same-sized pattern. To me, that's just clearly like trying to be decorative. Wow.
And with trembling hands, he slowly pushed the heavy door open. Inside was a massive hidden chamber, untouched and silent, like it was waiting for someone to find it.
Let's go take a peek inside, yeah. It's pretty dark in here, but you can probably see. You can see the little sticks still up there. Now this one doesn't have the little decorative stones in the mortar like that one down there does. I'm noticing a lot of bigger flat rocks here used in the construction. Look at how that little structure there is essentially 3 big flat rocks. Imagine this sandstone flakes off in nice little flat sheets like that, making it ideal for building.
But what was this place used for? Why would someone build a secret room beneath a mountain and then seal it away? Could it have been a hideout, a ritual site, or something much darker? If you found a hidden room like this, silent, ancient, and sealed for years, would you dare step inside, or leave it buried with its secrets forever? The line between reality and nightmare blurs right here. This video was posted by Dave Explores, a YouTuber known for venturing into the unknown, exploring anything and everything hidden in the middle of nowhere. While hiking deep in the mountains, he stumbled upon something truly wild, a hidden cave buried in the middle of nowhere. Curiosity got the best of him, so he decided to go in and explore. As he stepped inside, the path twisted and turned, leading deeper and deeper into the darkness. Every echo of his footsteps made the air heavier. It felt like this place once had a purpose. But what could it be?
Wow, a lot of reverberation. Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a left real quick. Pack rat's nest. It does. Two old bottles that are full of some sort of liquid. So this section does dead end. We'll go look elsewhere. An old can, look at that. Olympia.
That's holding everything.
Oh, wow. You could see light above the end of the tunnel. The ladder's all messed up. Jeez, look at that huge boulder just waiting to come down. Are you climbing up?
No, I'm not.
Not climbing up? Then we have an ore chute. Oh, it's not plugged up. Completely clear. Alright, I can't tell if this section's a false floor or not.
Was it a secret hideout or something more mysterious? And who built this cave so far from civilization? And why? Would you dare to step into a pitch-black tunnel in the middle of nowhere, not knowing what's waiting deep inside? One wrong glance, and you'll see what shouldn't be seen. This video was posted by the POV channel, a YouTuber known for exploring some of planet Earth's most unique and mysterious places, uncovering locations that few people have ever seen or even knew existed. While exploring Google Earth, he stumbled upon something impossible, a strange geometric pattern carved into the side of a cliff. Intrigued, he decided to hike there himself. What he discovered was beyond anything he imagined. A massive, maze-like labyrinth stretching deep beneath the surface, surrounded by towering stone blocks.
And then they're sort of offset and bisected halfway through by the other splinters. And now I gotta go in there. Now, the only reason that it makes me a little nervous is because, you know, this type of enclosed space could be a great habitat for some pretty big animals. That's what we gotta figure out. Let's call this the entrance to the maze. This bush, there's a nice gradual decline into it. And then it goes in multiple directions. Okay, I'm on the other side of the cliff band now. And I feel like this could be our exit. It kind of leads out and it has a view of the opposite side of the valley. So I think the challenge is going to be see if I can find my way to come out here. It seems like it goes. There is absolutely no way to tell. Use this 360 cam, which I've never used before. Please don't be any mountain lions in here. Look at how the rock has this elevated platform on it.
He only managed to explore a fraction of it, but one thing's certain. This underground labyrinth goes much deeper than anyone could ever guess. So, what do you think this could be? An ancient quarry left behind by a forgotten civilization? A naturally occurring geologic wonder? Or maybe something straight out of a simulation, like Minecraft or Roblox comes to life? The American Southwest hides countless mysteries beneath its surface, but would you dare to explore a place like this, knowing it might go deeper than even light can reach? If your heart's racing now, brace yourself, it's about to get worse. While alone through the dark woods at night, he captured something truly unsettling. A pair of glowing red eyes staring straight at him from the shadows. The eyes didn't move, just watched, silently. Out of fear and curiosity, he took a picture, hoping the flash would reveal what it was, but nothing. Just those haunting red eyes glowing back at him. People online have called it many things. An animal, a trick of the light, or something far more sinister. But what do you think those eyes belong to? A creature lurking in the dark, or something beyond our understanding? If you were out there, alone in the forest, and saw those eyes watching you, would you run, or stand still and see what happens next? This video was posted by Archaeolog, a YouTuber known for his thrilling treasure hunting adventures using a metal detector, uncovering long-lost artifacts, hidden treasures, and mysteries buried deep beneath the earth. While out on a treasure hunt with his metal detector, he picked up a strong signal. Something big was buried beneath the ground. Excited, he started digging, but what he found was beyond anything he could have imagined. Beneath the soil lay an ancient treasure, but right beside it was a huge venomous snake, coiled tightly as if guarding it. Was this just a coincidence, or was the snake placed there intentionally to protect the treasure? And if that's true, who put it there, And how long has it been watching over this hidden fortune? Imagine you're the one holding that shovel, staring, down at a pile of gold and a deadly guardian. Would you risk it all to claim the treasure or walk away and leave it behind? Canadian Paralympian Lisa Franks, known online as Keeping It Wheel 306, has spent years documenting her solo van life and outdoor adventures across Canada and beyond. But one night, her peaceful lifestyle turned into something straight out of a nightmare. She parked her camper van deep in the mountainside, expecting another quiet, peaceful night under the stars. But that night, peace was the last thing she got. In the middle of her sleep, a loud bang slammed against the front of her van so hard it jolted her awake.
So it's just after midnight. I'm in my camper van, and I just had the biggest fright I've had in 4 years of van life. I'd gone to sleep around 11 o'clock, and I hadn't really fallen into deep sleep. And I heard this bang on the front of my vehicle, and then I could feel that my vehicle was being pushed. And I am just camping out on Crown land right along a river. There's farmland nearby, but I haven't seen anybody all day. I was also here yesterday and last night. And immediately I just thought, like, it's a Friday night. There's another vehicle had pulled in or something, and, you know, people were messing around, or maybe they thought the camper van was abandoned and were trying to break in or do something. But yeah, I heard this bang in my front end, and my van was being pushed. Like, I thought maybe then a bunch of people were just messing around, some teenagers or something, and rocking my van. So I yelled, "What are you doing?" Like, actually I said, "What the F are you doing?" Just to let them know there's somebody in the van. And then I didn't hear any, voices or anything. Didn't hear any footsteps, which was weird. But immediately, I was jolted awake. And then I didn't hear anything. And then all of a sudden, right at my back window, like right up here, I heard something too. Like, it was, swiping my vehicle or something. And I'm obviously freaked out at that moment.
Her heart started racing. At first, she thought maybe someone was trying to break in, but when she stepped outside, there was nothing. No footprints, no movement, just dead silence. She tried to convince herself it was nothing, but the forest around her felt different, heavy, watching. Unable to sleep, she kept recording, her voice trembling as she described every sound, every shadow. What could have caused that bang? And what would you do if you were trapped in a van, alone, miles from anyone, and suddenly realized you're not alone anymore? Think you've seen it all? This next moment will change your mind. This encounter was shared by Sort of Interesting, a YouTube creator known for his lightweight wild camping and stealth trips across the UK. He often spends nights outdoors with minimal gear, embracing simplicity, and sometimes the unpredictable. He went on a solo camping trip deep in the wild, just him and his dog. The night was calm and everything felt perfectly peaceful, until it wasn't. As he was about to fall asleep, faint footsteps began circling his tent. Slow, careful, getting closer. His dog's ears perked up. Something or someone was out there. Then suddenly, a laser light cut through the darkness, pointing directly at his tent. His heart dropped.
In the darkness truly upon us, at this point I just assumed that my night was over, so slightly disappointed that I hadn't got any decent footage recorded to camera, I set out to go to sleep.
I might be going absolutely mad here. I swear there's been like a firefly. I'm gonna shut up. I am keeping an extreme low profile right now. I think that the laser was coming from the far side of the trees, but I'm not 100%. I don't think it was actually aimed at me. I think it was just shining a laser for the sake of it. But it's certainly woken me up a little bit. But to be honest, it's been quiet for about 10 minutes now, so I'm not too worried.
There's a dog in here!
Here's that footage slowed down because I got such a poor quality view of the situation as I basically went from asleep to the most awake I've ever been in my life in the space of 1 second. When they were running away, I think it was a phone light rather than a proper flashlight of any kind. And I don't know if those lasers are one single tool or some sort of surveillance kit or something, I don't know. But I'm sure after I shouted "there's a dog in here," which was the only thing I could think of in the heat of the moment, I'm sure you can hear a little exclamation from them, just a little "Ruh," as they were legging it.
Who would be out here, in the middle of nowhere, aiming a laser at him? He shouted out, warning that his dog was there, and just like that, the footsteps scattered. Whoever it was, ran. But imagine if he didn't have his dog with him that night. Would they still have run? What would you do alone in the woods with a laser tracking your every move and no one around for miles? Would you dare to stay till morning? If your heart's racing now, brace yourself. It's about to get worse. This chilling encounter was shared by Uncle Reggie, a United States-based YouTube creator, known for blending outdoor vlogging with a raw, unfiltered style. He went on a solo camping trip deep in the woods, completely unaware that the night ahead would be far from peaceful. After setting up camp, everything seemed calm. The fire crackled softly, pushing back the darkness. But as the night grew colder, strange sounds began echoing from the trees. Faint at first, then closer. Something was definitely out there making that weird sound.
So, just for my comfort, I gotta have something close by, like within reach. So, you hear that? Never heard that before. But one thing I do know is animals don't like fire. So that is why I made sure I had a fire. It's definitely getting closer. All I know, if something happens, it's gonna happen on camera. That's for sure. And it's so dark in the woods that when you look up in the sky, it looked like this actually could be earlier than what it is. But it's actually 10 o'clock. Whatever it is, it's getting closer. But
the noise circled the campsite low and heavy, like something waiting to strike, or something dragging along the forest floor. He couldn't tell where it was coming from, just that it was getting closer. He sat still by the fire, trying to convince himself it was nothing, but deep down he knew something was watching him. Now think about it. You're alone in the woods, the only light coming from your dying campfire, and you start hearing those same sounds. Do you pack your gear and run into the dark, or do you stay and face whatever is out there waiting for you? Every second pulls us deeper into something truly sinister. This chilling footage was shared by Brian's Paranormal Travels, a channel run by a ghost hunter, urban explorer, and author known for venturing into unbelievably haunted and terrifying places. Alongside his friends, Brian constantly faces his deepest fears, and this trip was no exception. They went to investigate the World War I battlefield forest in France. Their goal was simple: to document the remnants of a place once scarred by war. But the deeper they went, the heavier the air became. Crumbling bunkers, rusted metal, moss-covered tunnels, every step felt like walking through history that refused to die. Then, without warning, a massive explosion echoed through the trees. The group froze.
Holy crap, we just heard a massive explosion out here, like a bomb. And I was not videotaping, it was literally the sound of a bomb. I hope they didn't step on an ordnance. Now I'm worried, but I don't think so, but it literally sounded like a bomb. Hey, did you guys hear that explosion? Yeah. What was that?
I have no idea.
It sounded literally like a bomb.
Was it an old shell detonating beneath the soil, or something else entirely? Is that a warning sign for them to leave? Moments later, one explorer found himself alone in the trenches. The forest had gone silent until he heard footsteps behind him. He called out for his team, but no one answered. Then the ground beneath him gave way, sending him crashing into a hidden stairwell inside a ruined bunker. Shaken and breathless, he realized how fragile this place truly was.
This bunker. Here's the doorway. Oh my God, look at this. So I had to be a little bit careful this time. Clearly there's stairs here, but I don't know if I can traverse these stairs. Wow, this is incredible.
A battlefield still alive with echoes of the dead. Would you dare to walk these woods, knowing the past might still be waiting beneath your feet? The fear doesn't stop here. It only grows. This chilling video was posted by We Do It Outdoors, a YouTube channel that encourages people to step away from screens and dive into real outdoor adventures, exploring nature, creating memories, and having fun with family and friends. While hiking deep through the forest, he stumbled upon something strange. A small circle of white stones carefully arranged on the ground, and in the center, 3 feathers standing upright. It didn't look random, it looked as though it had been placed, as if someone or something meant for it to be found.
Walking on, when I come across that a giant footprint, it's right up here. You can still see I left some of the plaster that fell off, so I could remember exactly where the trail was. And there's a toad. He's cute. So he's gonna bring us good luck. And we're gonna head up here. Look at these rocks. And the feathers. Why are the feathers? Are the feathers still in the tree? Oh my gosh, they're not in the tree anymore. They're not in these trees. What does this mean? Ouch. Hello.
They're telling us to get out of the woods.
Think it's getting out? It's a warning? Or is it a gift? It's a caterpillar. Why is there a turtle shell? Why is there a black feather in the middle? Guys, what does this mean? Leave a comment down below. Dead turtle, 2 light feathers, 1 dark feather, weird rock shape. I don't know what you'd call it. A deformed Q, maybe. I don't know. Maybe some kind of eye or direction. I don't know, that's interesting. But we brought bait, and I think this would be a good place. What was that?
He went close to take a closer look, trying to make sense of it. No footprints, no signs of animals, just that eerie, silent arrangement waiting in the middle of nowhere. Why would anyone create something like this, hidden so deep in the forest? Could it be a trap, a ritual site, or maybe a warning left behind for anyone who dares to walk too far in? If you stumbled across this in the woods, no sound, no people, just that strange pattern staring back at you, would you investigate it, or turn around and get out of there before night falls? What you're about to witness might haunt you long after this ends. This video was posted by State Treasures, a channel well known for discovering, exploring and examining the world's long-lost and ancient treasures hidden across time and forgotten lands. While exploring a remote mountain cliff with his drone, he spotted something truly bizarre. A steel box lodged deep within the rock face, in a place no human could possibly reach. It wasn't debris, it wasn't natural. It looked deliberately placed, smooth, solid, and gleaming against the ancient stone. But how could a man-made steel box end up inside a cliff? Was it left there centuries ago before the mountain split open? Or did someone or something put it there for a reason we're not meant to understand? The higher the drone climbed, the stranger it looked, like a secret sealed away by time itself.
Where we saw that other cave as we flew in. Now, in reviewing video, I got a bit of a surprise as I originally didn't see this on my drone controller because the screen is so small. But if you look inside this cave, you can see a man-made object. Now, due to the location, I don't think anyone ever lived in there. The cliff is really sheer and high up, but I was still really surprised to see a man-made object in there. This gives you a perspective of just how high up it is. It appears to be metal. I at first thought it was maybe like ductwork from some underground hidden complex. In hindsight, perhaps it was an eagle nesting box, though I don't see any sticks or branches in there, and I do question why you'd put a box there when there's a natural rock ledge.
What do you think could be inside that box? A relic from an ancient civilization? Military equipment from a forgotten experiment? Or something far more mysterious, waiting to be found by the wrong person? Shadows hide secrets, and one is about to be revealed. This video was posted by Josh the Intern, a YouTuber known for exploring mountains to uncover the forgotten and reveal the unseen. While scrolling through Google Earth, he spotted something strange, a massive unnatural structure standing alone in the middle of nowhere. Curiosity got the best of him, so he decided to find it in person. After hours of hiking through empty land, what he discovered was shocking. The ruins of a collapsed empire, hidden deep in isolation. Crumbled walls, broken archways, and remnants of what once looked like a grand civilization, now completely swallowed by time. But the real question is, why was this built here, so far from civilization?
Get some sort of writing on this wall. The date says 1882. I wonder if that is related to the structures that we're hiking to. Definitely have to be careful of falling bricks here.
Who were the people who once lived in this desolate place, and what made them disappear? Standing there, surrounded by silence and decay, he couldn't shake the feeling that someone or something was still watching. The deeper we go, the more terrifying it becomes. This eerie video was posted by Felipe Sena, a YouTube creator well known for investigating mysterious and unexplained places, from haunted woods to forgotten ruins where strange things are often discovered. While hiking through an old ghost town, he stumbled upon a deserted house, its walls cracked, windows shattered, and silence heavy in the air. It stood alone in the middle of the wilderness, like a memory time refused to erase. The deeper he looked, the clearer it felt that something tragic must have happened here.
Como é que é aqui a parede, ó? Tijolo dobrado. Tem que ter cuidado aqui, ó. Cuidado da rio todinho. Bora ver se tem alguma coisa escrita na parede, né? lá tá ali na frente, ó.
But why was this place abandoned? What could have driven everyone away and left this house to rot in complete isolation? Standing there, with the wind whispering, he couldn't help but feel like he wasn't completely alone. Would you dare to step inside a place like this, especially at night, when every sound echoes like a voice from the past? And if you did, what would you do when you realised the house might still remember who once lived there? This terrifying footage comes from Mas Sam, a creator known for delving deeply into the world of the paranormal, capturing chilling encounters that most of us would never dare to face. He hiked deep into the woods at night, all alone, ready to camp. But what he encountered will chill you to the bone. As he settled in, something caught his eye. A shadow, not someone. A strange figure stood motionless beside a tree, staring directly at him.
Astaghfirullahaladzim. Apa itu? Astaghfirullahaladzim. Ya Allah. Astaghfirullahaladzim. Ya Allah. Ya Allah. Astaghfirullahaladzim. Ya Allah. Astaghfirullahaladzim. Ya Allah. Ya Allah. Astaghfirullahaladzim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Qul a'udzu birabbil nas, malikin nas, ilahin nas, min syarri waswasil khannas. Alazi waswisu fi sudurin nas minal jinnati wan nas. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
Its presence was unnatural, its silence even more disturbing. Can you imagine that moment? Alone in the forest, miles from safety, and something is watching you from the darkness. What was that figure? A lost soul? A spirit? Or something far worse? Your heart races, your mind screams to run, but your body freezes. If this were you, what would you do? Would you flee into the night knowing something might chase you? Or would you stay, trapped in terror, waiting to see what comes next? What you're about to witness might haunt you long after this ends. This chilling video was shared by Mirwan Nurali, a creator well known for exploring the paranormal and capturing unsettling, unexplainable moments on camera. He ventured deep into the woods for what was supposed to be a simple night of camping. But what his camera captured that night was far from ordinary. It was terrifying. As he sat quietly by his camp, the stillness was broken by something chilling. A broom nearby began to move on its own. No wind, no one was around, just an eerie, unnatural motion caught clearly on camera. But here's the disturbing part. What could move that broom? Was it the restless hand of a spirit? Or something even darker lurking unseen in the shadows of the forest?
Mantap. Mantap kawan.
Alone, surrounded by trees, and with only the dim light of his camera. Could you sit there and watch it happen? Or would you run before whatever was moving that broom decided to show itself? The deeper the forest, the darker the terror. This chilling video comes from Banya Balangan, a creator known for diving deep into the world of the paranormal and capturing spine-tingling encounters on camera. His content isn't just about exploring. It's about uncovering the dark, the unexplained, and the terrifying things most of us would never dare to face. He thought it was just going to be another quiet hike through the woods, but in the dead of night, silence can be the scariest sound of all. As he walked deeper into the forest, the shadows seemed to close in on him.
Apakah ini jalannya? di sini dong. Astagfirullah. Mungkin kita kembali aja.
Then he froze. From the darkness, two glowing red eyes locked onto him, not blinking, not moving, just watching. His chest tightened, his heartbeat echoed louder than the night itself.
Apa ini? Siapa itu? Hah? Siapa?
Was this the spirit of someone who died here? A witch waiting to strike? Or some ancient creature guarding the forest from intruders? Imagine standing there all alone, those red eyes never leaving you. What would you do? Run for your life? Or wait to see if it comes closer? From whispers to screams, this is the moment you'll never forget. Josh the Intern, a YouTuber, whose channel is known for venturing into the most mysterious forgotten places on Earth, shared this terrifying video. He spotted a strange structure hidden deep in the mountains on Google Earth, something that shouldn't even exist there.
But its location doesn't make any sense. Sat on the side of an isolated mountain with nothing around for miles. Who would build something so big in such a remote place, and why?
Curiosity consumed him, and despite the villagers' warnings of aggressive dogs that had mauled hikers before, he and his friend pressed forward. The hike was brutal. Every step carried the weight of danger, yet the urge to uncover the unknown pulled them higher.
Okay, I am being a bit dramatic, but hiking on these stones was not easy, and they did have a nasty trick up their sleeve too.
Between the rocks that we're just stampeding through. That's great, isn't it, Pat?
I can't lie, I've always dreamed of going very near some deadly spiders, some rabid dogs, all in one day. Perfect.
Finally, they reached it, and what they saw was unreal. The mountain structure has a big outer wall constructed with stone, and inside is littered with broken stone structures, as if the earth itself had collapsed.
Structure, oh my word! Another thing I've noticed right off the bat, we have multiple layers of defense. So you've got this big outer wall, big and thick, then you got another wall, and then you got one more wall here. I mean, I've never seen a defensive structure like this, whether it be a castle, a fortress, I don't know, a fortified sacred site. It's all to be revealed, but definitely multiple layers of defense. And I think there is...
But in the middle of nowhere, this wasn't just nature. It looked like the ruins of something ancient, a massive structure long forgotten. But the haunting question remains, who built this? Why here, in total isolation? And what catastrophic force brought it crashing down? Would you risk your life to explore a place no one was ever meant to find? From one frightening moment to the next, this story might be the scariest yet. We got this story from Rugged Road Explorers on YouTube, a channel known for heart-stopping adventures in the most dangerous and mysterious places on Earth. This time, the journey was nothing short of terrifying. He hiked deep into the mountain, where one wrong step meant instant death. The cliffs dropped thousands of feet below, and every move felt like playing with fate.
All right, let's take this nice and slow.
Will you dare walk through those cliff edges? Because a simple mistake can be a regrettable decision. He was crawling through the walls of the mountain, and he pushed upward toward the higher ridge. Every movement mattered. If he slipped even once, he would fall to his death instantly. Can you imagine that pressure? Would you dare keep exploring these ruins, or turn back before the mountain claims another soul? One wrong glance, and you'll see what shouldn't be seen. YouTube creator Josh the Intern shares this terrifying camping experience on YouTube. His channel is known for exploring the strange and terrifying. He went camping deep in the forest, all alone. After setting up his tent, the night seemed quiet, almost too quiet. But just as he was about to drift off to sleep, something terrifying happened.
Ada yang colek, teman-teman.
The ground beneath him began to shift. Suddenly he felt his tent being pushed upward, as if some unseen creature was crawling underneath. His heart pounded. Fear gripped him. What could it be? How can something invisible push against the tent like that?
Ada di bawah itu, teman-teman. Ada di bawah itu.
Every second stretched longer, the silence outside broken only by his own rapid breathing. Would you dare stay inside the tent again? Or would you run for your life into the darkness of the forest, not knowing what might be waiting for you out there? If your heart's racing now, brace yourself, it's about to get worse. Derman Penjalaja, a YouTuber, whose channel is known for venturing into some of the most haunted and dangerous places in Indonesia, share this creepy video. He went camping in the middle of a forest where villagers who entered never returned, and those who did came back broken, speaking of strange beings that weren't quite human.
Sampai sekarang belum ditemuin batang hidungnya sama sekali. Entah itu kalau mungkin sudah nggak ada, ya minimal kan ada kerangka mungkin teman-teman ya, ataupun apa, ini nggak jelas sama sekali sampai sekarang. Dan beberapa orang yang ditemuin.
Will you ever enter a place where people have said to never return from? And most especially, what are those inhuman things seen here? Then the forest comes alive with whispers and unexplainable noises of something mourning.
Apa itu? Suara apa itu?
Astagfirullahaladzim. Dengerin suaranya, teman-teman. Dengerin suaranya.
What is making those strange sounds? Is it those strange, inhuman things often seen there? He said he saw shadows move unnaturally fast, leaping tree to tree.
Di sini, teman-teman. Hitam pekat banget. Kayak lompat dari pohon ke pohon gitu loh. Tapi cepet banget. Apaan ya? Burung, apa aku yang salah lihat apa gimana ya? Apa burung jangan-jangan? Cuman burung apa? Terbang.
And the most terrifying moment, strange voices echoed around the place he was.
Astagfirullahaladzim. Astagfirullah. Teman-teman, dengerin teman-teman suara. Dengerin. Kayak suara kuntilanak. Kayak suara kuntilanak. Astagfirullah.
Will you continue camping after encountering these strange things? Or you will run before it gets darker? But things don't calm down for long. The next story proves that. This chilling video was shared by Angbona TV, a channel well known for diving deep into the paranormal world and capturing terrifying encounters on camera. He went hiking alone in the dead of night, and what he encountered will send chills down your spine. The forest was pitch black, every sound amplified in the silence.
It didn't even get nearly as cold as it does here, but because this area is more mountainous, the altitude is a lot higher, obviously it gets significantly colder. There we go. As I'm working on the campfire, I keep hearing something directly over there. Ooh, smoky. Like it sounded, I don't know, like something hit something. Maybe something fell, I don't know.
Then, movement. His eyes caught something glowing in the dark like eyes.
Wait, I think I see something. Damn, it's so dark out here. I thought I saw something. That was creepy. Like it legit looked like an outline. Like I know it's pretty dark, but I could make something out subtly. Like almost right about here.
Were those eyes really staring at him? He raised the camera, heart pounding. At first, it almost looked like a person, but not quite human. The figure shimmered in the water, an outline so faint yet undeniable. Imagine standing there, alone, staring at something that shouldn't even exist. Was it watching him? Was it waiting? He tried to convince himself it was nothing, yet the shape kept shifting, lingering, as if it knew he had seen it. What comes next might be the most chilling part of all. We got this story from Cuba Mysteri on YouTube, a channel known for venturing into the darkest, most haunted places in search of the truth behind terrifying legends. He hiked deep into the woods, planning nothing more than a peaceful night under the stars. At first, everything felt calm, the fire crackling, the food cooking, the quiet comfort of nature all around. But then, everything changed. From behind his tent, the dry branches snapped, as if something unseen was moving closer. He froze. Moments later, a sound tore through the night. A strange, haunting cry, unlike any human or animal he'd ever heard.
Dan Kuba nggak tahu korak gerak. Allahu Akbar. Astagfirullahaladzim. Halo, sarina wala ibadillah solim. Masya Allah. Teman-teman, dengar gak suara apa nih teman-teman? Allahu Akbar, aku merinding sekali juga sih mendengar suara macam kayak gini teman-teman. La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar.
Imagine being alone, far from civilization, with no one around to help. The forest suddenly doesn't feel so safe anymore, does it? What kind of creature cries like that in the dead of night? And more importantly, if you were there, what would be your next move? Would you stay and face it, or run before it finds you? This terrifying video was shared by Aventurasi Jose, a YouTuber known for hiking deep into the desert and uncovering the strange and unexplainable. He set out hiking in the desert, and at first, Everything seemed calm and peaceful, but then things took a terrifying turn. Out of nowhere, he first heard a whistle, then something was suddenly thrown at him, yet no one was in sight. His heart raced as he noticed movement in the trees, like someone or something was trying to hide and watch him from the shadows.
Y me voy a ir para el otro lado allá porque yo escuché ruido. Estos son cazadores, mi gente. Aquí voy a estar un ratito y los pan, pero no sé ni por dónde darle, pero viera qué asustón. ¿Listo? Por allá, por allá. Mire, mire. Me voy a salir de aquí. Por allá. Yo lo alcancé a agarrar. Yo escuché ruido, pero no alcancé. No sé si lo van a alcanzar a ver. Yo creo que lo alcancé a agarrar con la cámara. Me voy a regresar de aquí, mi gente. Me voy a ir de aquí. De primero me tiraron a este lado, mano izquierda.
Moments later, he stumbled upon a black nylon bag lying in the dirt. At first, he thought it might just be mice inside, but the unsettling feeling told him otherwise.
Mire lo que encontré aquí, mi gente. Han venido a tirar algo. Serán ratones, pero hiede mucho. Vean nomás lo que vienen a tirar en este gran arroyo, en este cañón. ¿Por qué ahora han venido a tirar esto? Pero algo extraño, me salgo de aquí, mi gente, porque la verdad no se sabe qué será. Pero a ver, está feo. Se me hace que son animales, ratones muertos.
That was enough for him to decide to leave before things got worse. Was someone trying to scare him away from the desert? Who was out there, lurking unseen? If it were you, alone in the desert with strange things happening, would you stay and investigate or run before it's too late? One wrong glance, and you'll see what shouldn't be seen. This creepy video was shared by Archaeolog, a channel well known for treasure hunting with metal detectors and uncovering secrets long buried beneath the earth. In this video, they set out on a thrilling treasure hunt with nothing but a metal detector. At first, it was just the excitement of discovery, but soon it turned into something far more mysterious. The detector signaled something unusual, so they grabbed their shovels and started digging. Deeper and deeper they went until finally, they unearthed something beyond imagination. A massive sarcophagus, hidden for who knows how long. What they found inside was unsettling. Why was such a thing buried so deep in the ground? Who put it there? Could it hold priceless treasure, or something far more sinister that was never meant to be found? If you stumbled upon a sarcophagus hidden for centuries, would you dare open it, or leave it buried forever? From whispers to screams, this is the moment you'll never forget. Red Walks into the Forest shared this video on YouTube, a channel well known for venturing deep into the forest and uncovering unsettling, mysterious things. He wandered deep into the forest, expecting nothing more than a quiet adventure. But what he stumbled upon was far from ordinary. Perched high in a tree was a creepy, unsettling creature. Its skin was pitch black, its rough hair tangled like shadows, and though it resembled a human, its movements were anything but. Slow, twisted, unnatural.
เดี๋ยวตัวพวกนี้มันปีนห้างได้ด้วยเหรอครับทุกคนไม่เคยรู้นะเนี่ยเฮ้ยมึงทำอะไรวะเว้นกูถามว่ามึงทำอะไรแม่งชี้หน้าผมทุกคนดูใบหน้าของมันดิสยองเลยนะครับดูหน้าของมันมึงแน่จริงมึงมากูอยากเจอมึงอะถ้าเกิดว่ามึงแน่จริงมึงลงมาโอ้นอนแน่นิ่งเลยทุกคนผมคิดว่าคนที่อยู่บนห้างไม่น่ามีชีวิตอยู่แล้วไอ้ห่านี่มึงหยุดนะเว้ยกูบอกให้มึงหยุดเฮ้ยทุกคนดูสยองเลยนะครับ
Imagine standing there alone in the silence of the forest and seeing something like this staring back at you. Would you dare take a step closer to find out what it really is? Or would you turn and run before it even makes a move? Some things in the wild aren't meant to be discovered, and this might just be one of them. If you're brave enough to keep watching, the worst is yet to come. This video was posted by Mountain West Productions, a channel known for hiking deep into the mountains and uncovering mysterious places most people would never dare to explore. He hiked deep into the mountain when something strange caught his eye. An old hut sitting quietly near what looked like an abandoned mine. Curiosity pulled him closer, and as he stepped inside, he made a chilling discovery. The hut wasn't just a hut, it was hiding a secret tunnel carved beneath the mountain itself. The deeper he went, the darker and colder it became.
Yeah, there's some sort of a structure down here. Oh, wow. That's the mine. That is creepy looking. I don't know if I want to go in this one. How far back does it even go? Can't tell what it just dug into the side of the boulders. What do you smell? Oh, there's a deer leg in here. Kind of fresh. Yeah, something lives in this one. We're not gonna get in a fight with that. Whatever's bringing deer in here. She's hitting on a lot of scents.
The silence was overwhelming, almost as if the mountain was holding its breath. Then the tunnel split into two separate paths, both stretching into pitch black nothingness. At that moment, fear set in, and he decided to turn back.
Greta doesn't seem to care. Oh yeah. Wow. This keeps going and going. Yeah, you get lost in something like this. That's crazy. Holy cow. Yeah, we'll mark this because I don't know where this is or how to get out. I know this is my tunnel. And I'm not getting lost in mine.
What if he kept going and never found his way back? Who built this tunnel? And what did it mean to hide? Would you dare to keep going deeper into a place like this? Or would you turn back before the mountain swallowed you whole? If you're brave enough to keep watching, the worst is yet to come. This was uploaded on Outer Range on YouTube, a channel known for venturing into forgotten lands, uncovering ruins, and exploring mysteries hidden deep in nature. He was hiking deep into the mountain, then, through the trees, he spotted it. Dark openings carved into the cliffside. A ruin, untouched for centuries. What kind of people lived in such desolation? What drove them to survive here, hidden from the world?
Trying to navigate my way up to this ruin that I saw years ago. Let's see here. See if I can point. If you look just right there at the end of my finger, kind of blocking it right there. If you look right there, you'll see them dark openings. In there is where the ruin is at. So I am thinking about traversing up this ridge across here and staying kind of parallel with it. It looks like something that could be done. Going straight up to it from the bottom, I don't think so. So that's what I'm going to try. So we'll see.
He decides to check it out and explore it, and uncover what might be lurking around the mountain. And then came the moment that left him speechless. Standing before him were not one, but multiple structures stacked into the cliff itself. Grinding stones, pottery shards, and blackened walls revealed he was not just in ruins.
That's what I seen when I was glassing, but on the back side, look here, whole nother structure. Looks fairly, wow, look at that. Oh my goodness. See, it's built in, can't wait to get up there and see this. Okay, I just walked up here. I told you I was gonna let you explore it with me. Don't really have any idea of anything that's going on as of yet. Over here, it looks like there's maybe an old building that has come down, an old dwelling. Here is amazing. Look, this is like a two-story structure that's built into this.
Would you dare step deeper into such silence? knowing every stone might hold the spirit of the past? From the shadows to your screen, this is where fear takes form. State Treasures is a YouTuber whose channel is known for uncovering forgotten ruins, ancient mysteries, and exploring hidden sites most people would never dare to set foot in. Shared this video. While hiking through a canyon, he stumbled across ancient ruins far earlier than expected. Hidden beneath brush and stone, it felt as though the past was trying to push itself back into view. But with every step, the silence grew heavier, as if the canyon itself was holding a secret. He hiked there, and what he saw was a bit shocking. As he moved deeper, a different room constructed with claystone everywhere, fire-blackened walls and pottery shards told a darker story, of lives lived, lost, and perhaps spirits still lingering.
Imagine that, 1,000-year-old charcoal. Also can actually see, I don't know if you can see it, there's some little pottery shards back there. Oh, look at that. Looks like some black on red. Wow. Amazing. You can see the little windows here. Look at these. The window here too.
What were these people protecting? And why does it feel like something still watches over this abandoned village? Would you dare to enter ruins like these, knowing they whisper of a past that refuses to be forgotten? Just when it feels safe, the real horror shows itself. This video was uploaded by Aventuras en las Montañas, a channel known for hiking deep into the forest and uncovering unsettling mysteries hidden in the wild. He hiked deep into the woods, expecting nothing more than the whisper of trees and the crunch of leaves beneath his feet. But then, something unusual caught his eye. A piece of cloth hanging from a tree, not just tossed there by accident. It looked placed, almost as if someone was living out here. Curiosity turned into unease when, just moments later, he noticed movement. Figures walking silently through the thick bushes.
Unyaman.
Who were they? Why would anyone choose to stay hidden so deep in the forest? Were they travellers, hermits, or something far more unsettling? Imagine being alone in the woods and realising you might not actually be alone. Would you keep going deeper to find out who or what they are? Or would you turn back before you learn the truth you were never meant to see? Fear lingers in the silence, waiting for its moment. This video was posted by El Aventurero Robertico, a YouTuber known for diving deep into the forest to hike and uncover the unknown. They set out on a night hike, guided only by flashlights and the sound of their own footsteps. That's when their beams caught something strange, an entrance built right into the mountain. It wasn't just a doorway, it looked like a cage, hidden in the rock, as if someone or something was meant to be locked inside. Curiosity pulled them closer, but as they examined the rusted wood of the frame, movement caught their eye. Coiled tightly in the shadows was a venomous viper, its scales glistening beside the beam, its body tense and ready to strike.
Mira. Bien chiquita. No lo haces tanto que casi no se mira. Mira, ahí va. Mira. Está bien chiquita, ¿no? ¿Cómo va a ir esa figura chiquita de este año?
Va a haber muchas víboras este año, muchas serpentinas.
Ahí va por adentro de la casa.
Sí, se metió hacia adentro, te digo que es peligroso entrar anoche.
Ay, qué resbaloso está aquí.
Y no se mira, está escondido entre las tablas, no vamos a poder entrar.
¿No?
No. No, está peligrosa, se metió entre las tablas para adentro.
Qué chiquita está, ¿verdad? Ni ruido hacen.
Nada.
Nada de ruido.
No se ve ni para dónde se fue.
No, desapareció. Pirata, vente para acá.
Le pegó unos golpecitos a la piedra.
Y de ahí salió, fue buena
De ahí
idea,
salió.
Y yo diciéndote que sí que estaba haciendo todavía.
Lo único que miré nomás fue cuando sacó la cabeza queriendo morder el palo con el que le di.
Now imagine what if they had stepped inside before noticing? What if the viper struck, trapping them in the cage with no way out? Even worse, what if more vipers were slithering unseen in the darkness of that cage? Would you dare explore further, or turn back and leave that sinister entrance behind forever? This creepy video was shared by Aventurasi Jose, a YouTuber known for hiking deep into the desert and uncovering the strange and unexplainable. He went hiking deep into the forest, expecting just a normal, peaceful adventure surrounded by nature. But what he stumbled upon was something so disturbing, it still haunts him to this day. Out of nowhere, in the middle of the trail, he saw something that simply did not belong there. At first glance, it almost looked human, a woman's figure. But then the horror set in. Its leg was made of iron, the body looked rotten, twisted, and horribly unnatural.
Eso se ve horrible. No, hombre. Uy, 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 uy. Mire. Pero ese hierro, pátate. Pátate. Hay disparos. Se escuchó un disparo. Se escuchó un disparo. Uy. Oiga por allá. Oh, para allá pasa el tren allá. Mire. Mire, mi gente. Mire lo que se encuentra uno. Tiene patas de hierro. Mire, esas son, pero es ahí tiene las piernas. Mire, pero es como de hule. Mire, como que es una mujer, mire. Pero es una mujer de hule, de hule, como que es mujer. Pero es cosa de eso de mujeres que usan hombres a lo mejor. Mire, yo pensé que era persona la que...
How could something like this exist in the forest? Was it a statue, a spirit, or some kind of grotesque creature left behind by something we don't yet understand? Here's the terrifying question. How did it get there, and what exactly was he looking at? Would you dare to keep walking deeper into the forest after seeing something like that? What you're about to witness might haunt you long after this ends. A YouTuber named Jelly Official, whose channel is well known for exploring the paranormal and capturing the unexplainable on camera, shared this scary encounter. He hiked deep into the woods, hoping for nothing more than a calm, peaceful night of camping under the stars. But that peace didn't last long. In the middle of the night, something terrifying broke the silence. Strange, untraceable sounds began echoing from the darkness, eerie noises with no clear source. He looked around, but there was nothing, no movement, no figure, just the sound circling him in the night.
Seperti ada suara anak ayam ya teman-teman. Ya kan? Kok ada suara anak ayam ya? Jangan-jangan kuntilanak teman-teman ini.
Alone in the forest with no one around to call for help, he kept hearing those unsettling sounds. What was it? A warning? Or something waiting for the perfect moment to strike? Would you pack up and run? Or stay frozen, not knowing what might step out of the dark? Could it be an unseen creature stalking him? Or something not human at all? Just when you think the nightmare is over, it only gets worse. This terrifying video was posted by Jesus Arias, who is known for diving deep into the desert to uncover the mysterious things hidden out there. He was hiking deep through the desert, where nothing but sand and silence stretched for miles, when suddenly he stumbled upon something that should not have been there. In the middle of nowhere, hidden beneath the blazing sun, was what looked like an underground room, sunken into the earth. No roof, just an open pit at ground level. He claimed it might have been a shield or shelter for soldiers during a war, but that only raises more questions. Why would anyone return to a place marked by war and bloodshed?
Está en estos lugares. Pileta de agua. ¿Dónde están las tuberías? No hay. Eran cuartitos subterráneos estos, gente. Nosotros hacíamos esto antes cuando yo era soldado. Y puras maderas arriba. Entramos así y escuadra. Por si disparaban, no nos dieran. Y nosotros estábamos en esta área. Pongamos que la entrada estaba en la esquina. Así como ratas escondidos andábamos. Y viendo así para abajo, como ahí. Si pasa alguien, un convoy. Ahí, pum, 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 pum. Y así. Miren dónde está esto. No inventes. Y no se ve de abajo, no se mira. Fácil. Maderas. Y o si pensaba la gente que era casa regular, arriba. Su tarimita. O una tipo casita aquí. Una tipo casita. Y si disparaban.
Who built this strange structure in the middle of the desert? And more importantly, what was it really built for? Could it have been a war hideout or something far more mysterious? Something we weren't meant to find? Tell me, would you step down into a place like this, not knowing what secrets it hides? If your heart's racing now, brace yourself, it's about to get worse. This video was posted by Om Mamanu, a channel well known for diving into the paranormal and capturing moments that defy explanation. Alone in the dead of night, he set out for what he thought would be just another peaceful camping trip in the forest. Everything seemed calm, almost too calm, until his camera captured something truly mind-blowing. At first it was subtle, just a tree branch swaying back and forth. But here's the chilling part. There was no wind, no breeze strong enough to make it move. So what was pushing it? An unseen presence lurking in the shadows? And then, the night turned darker. From out of nowhere, a ghostly figure appeared, dressed in flowing white, its head cloaked in black, and its piercing eyes glowing sharply through the darkness. Just as quickly, it vanished into thin air, leaving nothing but fear behind. What was that? Why does this forest seem to breathe with unnatural forces? Would you dare spend the night where the unknown roams freely? The deeper the forest, the darker the terror. Let's see what the forest holds for us next. A YouTuber named Arnold Outdoors shared this video. His channel is known for fishing, camping, hunting, gardening, and, of course, some goofy shenanigans in the Pacific Northwest woods. But this time, things took a much darker turn. They climbed high into the mountains, curious about what secrets might be waiting out there in the wild. Then, out of nowhere, they stumbled upon something strange. A dark cave, hidden in the middle of nowhere, with steps leading deep inside. Drawn by curiosity, they decided to enter. But the deeper they went, the stranger it became. Massive rocks towered above them, almost like the cave was protecting something not meant to be found. The air grew colder, the silence heavier, and the darkness seemed endless. What could be hiding in a place like this?
And it goes back that way, I think, is the deep dark areas. Alright, fire that light up and let's get a view of in here. Trip hazard, I gotta watch where I'm going and not watch the camera. Yeah, this is cool.
Yeah. That's so neat.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
This is cool.
This is totally natural because it looks almost like protrude.
It does, like they've burrowed through here. Alright, let's keep going. Can you see your breath? Oh, can't see your breath.
A little bit, I can see yours a little bit.
Well, there's supposedly a bunch of other people down here.
Yeah, there was a big tour van.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, wow. Whoa, shit. I almost tripped. These big clodhoppers on.
This big piece is like, oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Is it just an abandoned cavern? Or a hidden lair for something far more sinister? Just when you think the nightmare is over, it only gets worse. This terrifying video was posted by Zero on YouTube. His channel is well known for uncovering eerie paranormal encounters and sharing terrifying, unimaginable activities caught on camera. He set out for what was supposed to be a peaceful night hike, just him, the trail, and the silence of the forest. But that silence didn't last long. Out of nowhere, he felt a chill run down his spine. And then he saw it. Hidden among the trees was a figure, a ghostly creature with a creepy head staring right at him. Its shape was faint, almost transparent, like a creature that shouldn't exist. His heart raced. Fear gripped him. The question echoed in his mind. What is that?
Oh, horror banget, men.
Astaghfirullahaladzim. Astaghfirullah. Allah Akbar. Allah Akbar. Allah Akbar. Allah Akbar. Allah.
Was it really a ghost silently watching him from the darkness? Or something far more mysterious lurking in the woods? Would you have kept walking deeper into the forest, or turned back immediately? And what if those glowing eyes began to follow you? What comes next might be the most chilling part of all. In October 2020, YouTuber Noeg Craig, who is normally known for cooking videos, made the mistake of taking a solo camping trip near Spruce Pond. He set out into the forest for what he thought would be a calm, peaceful night of camping. But sometimes, the forest doesn't give you peace, it gives you nightmares. As he was about to drift off to sleep, the silence was shattered by strange noises coming from the bushes.
Who's there? Hello?
At first, he thought it might be an animal, but curiosity pulled him closer. That's when he saw it. Something so terrifying it made his blood run cold. Out of the shadows, a figure stepped forward, a man wearing a clown mask staring at him in silence.
What's this? What the?
Alone in the middle of nowhere, he didn't wait to find out what the masked stranger wanted. He ran, heart pounding, desperate to escape before it was too late. But here's the question. Who was that figure hiding in the dark? And why was he lurking deep in the forest at night? What's next isn't just creepy, it's the stuff of nightmares. Jose Flores Terror on YouTube shared this terrifying video. His channel is known for uncovering terrifying legends and exploring places haunted by dark histories. This time around, he hiked deep into the forest, expecting nothing more than a calm, peaceful night hike. But that peace was shattered in an instant. From the darkness, a loud, bone-chilling scream erupted, echoing through the trees, bouncing off the silence of the forest.
¿Alguien? ¿Alguien?
But here's the terrifying question. Whose voice was that? Was it human, crying for help? Or something not human at all, luring him deeper into the woods? Alone, with only the forest around you and a scream tearing through the night, what would you do? Would you run for your life, or stay and risk finding out what's hiding in the shadows? Think you've seen it all? This next moment will change your mind. This story comes from Exploring with Angelo on YouTube, a channel known for eerie night investigations and terrifying wilderness encounters. He set out to camp overnight, deep in the forest, completely alone. At first, everything seemed fine. He lit a fire, trying to settle in and enjoy the calm of the night. But then, the atmosphere shifted. It was as if something unseen was lurking just beyond the glow of the flames, watching, waiting. The once comforting silence of the forest turned heavy and suffocating. His heart started pounding as he realized he was not truly alone.
Nothing. When we're waiting in silence, whoa! What the hell was that? Oh! Jeez. What the f***? No way. Something just came, like, from behind me. Then something hit the... What is going on right now? Hello? I don't even know why I'm saying hello right now, as if that's gonna do anything. Sorry if the microphone's a little wonky, guys, but I have it facing ahead of me. But no, seriously, what was that?
Imagine being at a campsite in the middle of nowhere. the fire crackling, shadows dancing around you, and then suddenly feeling unsafe. That creeping sensation that something is out there, hidden in the darkness. What would you do? Would you stay put and hope it passes, or pack up and run into the unknown? Have you ever dared to camp alone in the forest, knowing you might not be the only one there?